Imagine being in the spotlight for decades, admired by millions, and then suddenly some photos you posed for decades ago start causing a huge stir. That is exactly what happened with Ann-Margret, the Hollywood star who captured hearts all over the world. But this time, it is not about a movie or an award. It is about some bold bikini photos that are making people talk and argue. Ann-Margret, a superstar from the 1960s, was known for her talent, charm, and beauty. She starred in movies, performed on stage, and even made music. But there is one part of her life that is now making headlines, her photos in bikinis that some people think were too daring even for adults. So why are these photos causing such a reaction now, after all these years? Well, it is not just because she wore a bikini. It is the way the photos were taken, the way she posed, and the reactions people have today compared to the 1960s. Back then, people saw it as fun, glamorous, and fashionable. Now, some people think it is too much for public sharing, even for grown-ups. The internet has a way of bringing old pictures back into the spotlight. Photos that were once seen in magazines or posters suddenly appear online, reaching millions of people instantly. And that is exactly what happened with Ann-Margret's bikini pictures. People started commenting, debating, and sharing their opinions like never before. But let us be honest, Ann-Margret was always bold. Even in the 1960s, she was not afraid to take risks with her style. Her bikinis were not just clothing, they were statements. They showed confidence, energy, and a sense of fun that people still admire today. Some fans say that the photos remind them why she became a star in the first place. However, not everyone agrees. Some viewers think that these pictures are too revealing for public sharing in today's world. They worry that the line between fashion and inappropriate content has changed, and that is part of the debate that makes this story so interesting. On one hand, Ann-Margret's photos were perfectly normal for her time. On the other hand, modern audiences sometimes see them differently. So what exactly do these photos show? Most of them feature Ann-Margret in swimsuits, smiling, dancing, or posing in ways that were popular in 1960s magazines. Some of the images were taken for movie promotions, while others were part of personal photo shoots. They were not meant to shock anyone. They were meant to show beauty, confidence, and charm. But decades later, they have gained a new kind of attention. The controversy really comes from the contrast between past and present ideas. In the 1960s, showing skin in a swimsuit was exciting and glamorous, but not shocking. People admired stars for their poise and confidence. Today, social media spreads photos instantly, and some people interpret them differently. That is why something that was once considered normal can now create such strong reactions. Some fans defend Ann-Margret, saying she was a symbol of freedom and confidence. Others think the photos are too bold for public attention. This shows how much society has changed and how our ideas about what is appropriate can differ between generations. It is not really about Ann-Margret herself. It is about the way culture has shifted over time. Another interesting point is that Ann-Margret was never just a pretty face. She worked hard, trained her voice and acting skills, and dedicated herself to her craft. These photos, while eye-catching, were only one small part of her life. But today, because of the internet, this one part has taken center stage, overshadowing her achievements in movies, music, and live performances. So what can we learn from this story? First, it reminds us that context matters. What was acceptable or normal in one era might look very different in another. Second, it shows the power of the internet to revive old images and create new conversations. And finally, it is a reminder to look beyond appearances. Ann-Margret was more than just her photos. She was a talented performer who inspired many people over decades. At the end of the day, Ann-Margret's bikini photos are just one part of a long and successful career. They are snapshots of a moment in time, capturing the energy and style of an era. And while some people may see them as bold or controversial, others see them as a symbol of confidence and fun. So whether you think the photos are too daring or simply a piece of history, one thing is clear: Ann-Margret's impact on Hollywood and pop culture is undeniable. She was not afraid to be herself, and her work continues to inspire generations, even if her old photos spark debate. Sometimes history is not just about what happened, it is about how we see it today.